Alright, today we're going to talk about mixers. I'm going to go over everything you need to know about your mixer. We're going to start with the primary functions, and then we're going to go down to signal flow and the other basics of mixers. So to start with, your mixer has an input stage. There's two types of input stages, microphone or line. Line would be instrument cable. Microphone would be obviously a microphone cable. You have your preamp. This is a start. Whatever hits the input stage, preamp is a necessity for any mic to bring its output to line level. That's your kind of goal. Leaving the mixer is bringing it to line level. Preamp gain is also called trim, can be adjusted. Gain refers to how much signal is amplified as it passes through a circuit or device. Trim refers to changing the level of signal up or down to more approximately or appropriately align it for a particular device. So line level is the nominal electrical operating level of a studio. That's our goal, is to get everything to line level. In order to make a microphone to a higher dB levels, or to take it to higher dB levels, it must be amplified to line level. So kind of going more what we just talked about. To do this, we use a line matching transformer or impedance transformer called a DI box, direct box, also called direct injection in England. So a direct box is a line matching transformer whose sole purpose is to change the impedance of the instrument or device plugged into its input. So, common example, take your acoustic guitar, you want to play through a PA. The acoustic guitar, plug it right into the mixer. The mixer is wanting a microphone level, or is expecting a microphone level, and it needs to get to line level. So line level's up here. Your mixer is expecting a mic level. You got to get it to line level. Okay, so what you have to do is plug your acoustic guitar or whatever instrument into the DI box, changes the impedance to pro line level. Okay, and then it you can use it at that point. All right, meters. There's two types of meters. VU meter. It's called a volume unit meter. It moves across a scale from about -20 volume units to about +5 volume units. So it provides an excellent visual representation of average signal levels. A fun fact about real VU meters, like analog ones, not the ones you see on your DAW, if, say, it actually takes some energy to move that needle. So say your needle's going up and hitting 0 dB. Well, it's actually probably more like half a dB or 1 dB, because that energy is taken. It's not like the best technology, if that makes sense, but it's really cool and very useful if you just know how to use it. So the other kind of meter is a peak program meter. That's going to be the simple one that you see like in Pro Tools on the mixing window. It just accurately meters fast attacks from percussive instruments and gives you your overall level pretty easily. Okay, let's talk about adjusting levels for transients. Transient attack in the first initial percussive attack. I think it's supposed to say transient attack is the first initial percussive attack. Snare drum, cymbals, woodblock, and so on. Okay, these all have very high, what are called high transients. Using VU meters, we set the transients to register between -9 and -7 volume units. With peak program meters in the digital domain, red is distortion. Set the transient levels to -5 to -12, depending on desired outcome of the instrument. So let's talk about phantom power. This is a very low amperage, 48 volt DC current. It is used to power condensers and active microphones, DIs, things like that. So we'll talk about those two, the two kind of mics that you're going to see most often. There are more, but we'll just talk about these two for right now. So moving coil and condenser. Okay. Condenser mics require phantom power to operate. The microphones are extremely sensitive as a result of having the amplified circuit. Your mic level is the output signal that's between 30 and 60 dB below line level. Okay, so that means to get from mic level to line level, your microphone preamp needs to have 30 to 60 dB of gain at least. Line level is the nominal electrical operating level of a studio. Line level signals are the highest level signals before amplification. This is the type of signal that is typically flown through your recording system after leaving the preamp. And it's before the amplifier that powers your speakers. So when your mixing console or your interface, when signal leaves that device, it's actually brought to line level. Alright, mixer types. There's a virtual mixer. It's a mixer that is built into the digital audio recording software, like this on the page. And there's split mixers and inline consoles. So a split mixer provides input channels that are routed via a switching matrix to the bus output. Inline console provides the bus outputs at the top of each channel. There's also digital consoles like this one here. So let's actually talk a little bit more about those. So a split mixer and inline consoles are very, very similar. Okay, the difference being that the input channels are routed via switching matrix to the bus outputs. So the inline console doesn't have all those. It provides bus outputs at the top of each channel. Now some actually do both, so that's to keep in mind. Digital console is going to be the ones, I don't know if they're the most common, but in larger venues they're most common. If you have a very small venue, you may very well just see an analog mixer back there, no effects or anything like that. Good thing about a digital console is it has all the effects built in. So you can recall like your mixes, and you save different scenes of like how you want the compression on this scene versus how you want the compression on the next scene, like with a snare drum, or that's just one example. Right, so in conclusion, it's just important we recognize the different types of mixers. When we're sound checking transients, we've got to know what that is, and then an impedance transformer. Why do we need one? Why do we need a DI, a direct box? All right.